Some people are so poor, all they have is money. I grew up in a family, my parents taught me that God is an older man sitting up in the sky, waiting for you to make a mistake, to come down here and beat you and burn you and kill you and make you suffer, but He loves you. How can God love you and make you all that? Don't expect anything from anybody, because nobody is going to give you anything. You have to earn it. Even love, you put yourself in a strainer, which is life is a strainer, and life shakes you and shakes you and shakes you until you become pure.
You've been in Monrovia for 28 years. What makes you decide to be here, settle here?
I don't really decide. I cannot decide. It's life what brought me here. If I want to decide what I want to be on top of the hill with $1 million home. But that's not the purpose of life. You have to go where life takes you. It's not really the money. Some people are so poor, all they have is money. You cannot buy happiness with money. Happiness doesn't have a price tag or a number on it.
What do you think is happiness in life?
Happiness is being content. It's just being content. It's not really the money. I can tell you now I have $1 million. You might say, so what? I know somebody else who has 10 millions. I can say I have 5 cars. You say, so what? I know somebody who has 20 cars. So you can never compete with money and numbers. There's always somebody who has a little bit more than you. But you can always compete with your content, with you being content and being happy. If I have food, I eat. If I don't have food, it's okay. It's okay, I've had days where I didn't have anything to eat, but I survived. Life is an experience. Life sometimes hits you against the wall and you come down. We are born like a raw solid rock. Life takes a chisel and a hammer and start hitting you until you become a beautiful statue where people come pay money to see you. This is life. Yeah. Never compete with someone for money, for fame. I was famous. I was a model in Paris. My pictures used to be in almost in every magazine for 3 years. That didn't bring me anything. It's something in the past. Tomorrow, always. Tomorrow is always a beautiful day. God created us at a perfect image. He gave us 2 eyes, one to look at the good stuff, one to look at the bad stuff. Gave us 2 ears, one to listen to good things, one to listen to bad things. 2 hands, 2 kidneys, 2 legs, 2 lungs. Everything we have is 2, but we have 1 heart. When you're happy inside your heart, you cannot be happy today and unhappy tomorrow. It's just 1 heart. And He gave us 1 tongue to speak the words straight. You cannot speak 2 things. And you have to discover yourself. You have to know yourself. And to know yourself, you're not going to know yourself if you don't go through bumps. You have to go through bumps. Bumps is what's going to teach you who you are. And once you discover yourself, you are perfect creation.
What does God mean to you?
God, everybody explained God a certain way. I grew up in a family, my parents taught me that God is an older man sitting up in the sky, waiting for you to make a mistake, to come down here and beat you and burn you and kill you and make you suffer, but He loves you. How can God love you and make you all that? God is not this. God, I'll tell you my experience, my own experience with God. I used to live in Africa before. I was 19 years old. When you're 19 years old, your language is a little bit different. You're young. I used to talk to God and call Him names like, why are you making me suffer? Why do I have to struggle? When are you going to get me out of this? He used to say, when I decide. I said, when will you decide? He said, I can tell you. If I tell you, you're just going to go sit and wait. Go do your work, and when I decide, you'll find out. And then my answer to God was, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'm going to make it on my own. He said, go try, and you are coming back. I said, I'm not coming back. He said, you will come back. I said, if I cannot do it, I'm going to kill myself. He said, see, that means you are coming back. I gave you that soul. You're going to bring it back, dead or alive. I went, I tried. Nothing works. Nothing works. I don't have the focus. I don't have God in me. Finally, I gave up. I went back to God. In my thoughts, I went back to God. I said, God, that's it. I give up. I have nothing left. I tried to kill myself 3 times. I couldn't even take my own life. He said, that's not yours. I gave it to you. You don't have the power to take it. I take it. What do you want? He said, I just want to live normal, like normal people. He said, yeah, why don't you? I said, because nothing works. He says, because you need help. I said, okay, I'm here for you to help me. He said, I will help you, but you have to invite me into your life. You have to accept me in your life. I said, I accept you. He said, no, you're accepting me now because you want something. After you get what you want, you're not going to accept me. I said, no, I promise I accept you. He said, okay, no problem. I'm with you. Go find a job. I start looking, and then 2-3 days later, I found a job. Wow. I start working, and then now I can see some money in my pocket. And then I said, God, my last question. He said, I know you still have doubt. Go ahead, ask the question. I said, who are you? Who are you? He said, look in the mirror. I looked in the mirror. He said, remember I asked you to accept me and you accepted me in your heart? I said, yeah. He said, I am you and you are me. I said, how? Well, what do you mean? He said, when you accepted me in your heart, you became part of me. I became part of you. You don't need God to guide you. I live inside of your heart. This is my story with God. This is God. God is not a devil to scare you. There is no God who sits up in the sky and waiting for us. God is you. You are God. I am God. This is what you have to focus on life. Live your life. Love everybody. Love everybody. Don't expect anything from anybody because nobody is going to give you anything. You know, you have to earn it. Even love. Nobody is going to love you because you're pretty, because you're beautiful, because they want something in return. They want your love in return. And you have to be very honest. When you become like that, you become part of God. You know, then everybody wants you. Everybody wants to be friends with you because you are pure. You purify yourself. You put yourself in a strainer, which is life is a strainer, and life shakes you and shakes you and shakes you until you become pure. When you become pure, then you earn your respect. You earn your respect in life. Yeah. Nothing can hurt you anymore. Nothing bothers you anymore. When somebody try to hurt you, when somebody try to do bad for you, it's not because there are bad people, because they want to be like you and they don't have the instruction how to be like you. In life, if you lose your money, you haven't lost nothing, because you can make the money back. If you lose your health, you lost half of what you own, because medication can give you the other half. But if you lose your reputation and your name, you lost everything. Your name, that's the only thing that you own in life. Your name and your education. Nobody can take that away. Even you have a child, they can take it away. You have a house, they can take it away. Live like you're gonna die tomorrow. That means enjoy. But learn like you're gonna live 1,000 years. That's your treasure.